Well, let's take two. I guess if you want to get somewhere and you want to make a video, that's probably the best place to be. I just crossed the Arkansas River and it's getting on sundown out here. I guess I'm still in Oklahoma. So I just wanted to make a video and talk about a few things. I want to thank the Cloud family and the Creek Nation for letting me share some time with them. I started studying anthropology right around 2000, 1999, and I did some work out in the Hopi land, and I found some of the elders. I was able to speak to them at the time. Just 20 years ago, I was in my 40s. So whenever you're in your 40s, I guess you still want to rip it. I was ripping it a little bit, playing music and doing a bunch of other things. Now 60, I really care about this nation, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing out here, which is he's making these YouTube videos. I'm gonna try and put this as best as I can out here. Put this thing up here like this. My thoughts about being in a deep ethnographic setup. The Native American community is a sort of a limited hangout. They rarely, if ever, let any Anglos share any time with them. I wanted to hear their stories, and a lot of the stories that I did hear, okay, probably not what you people are thinking about. These are real stories of survival in a world that doesn't like them, doesn't want to hear their stories whatsoever, doesn't want to acknowledge any of their claims to the land. Just to kind of let you know about Oklahoma. Oklahoma was the first idea of a Native American, the way they delicately say it is it was going to be a Native American state. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, if you take a look at the Google Maps, you're going to see Oklahoma's pretty damn near in the center of our nation. So if you're going to know anything about Oklahoma, you got to know something about the Trail of Tears, because the Trail of Tears ended in Oklahoma. But it wasn't just the Trail of Tears, it was the Trails of Tears. So kind of give you an idea of how many Native Americans are basically in the area out here in Oklahoma, scattered through this big, huge land. Okay, there's at least 500 how can I say it, socio-linguistic groups speaking different languages and different peoples, cultures, and what have you. Chickasaw, Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole, Creek. All right, so what does that mean? Well, the Seminoles come from Florida. The Creek Indians, they come from Alabama. And before it was called Florida and before it was called Alabama, that was just their land. Well, the Seminole people, there's a city built on their land, Tallahassee. And in Alabama, that was needed for cotton. The Native Americans, they didn't want to work. So they drove them off the land and they put African Americans in their place. So everything that's going on as far as Black Lives Matter and White Lives Matter and all this stuff matters. Well, the Native Americans' lives and their ideas, okay, they're just stowed somewhere here in the middle of nowhere. And if you're going to go and drive around with one of these plates on the back of your truck, you know, you're pretty much a target, Creek Nation, right? So how do they handle it? Well, positively, there's something called a stomp dance. That is a time when at least 100 people will get in a circle, and they'll have a singer, and they'll do sort of a call and response with that singer. They'll tie turtle shells to their feet, which will take the place of drums, and they'll stomp on the ground, and they'll do in a circle, and it's arrhythmic, so it's not like rock and roll. I've got a few of their songs, and the songs are long songs, okay, but they really boil down in English as to sort of like take care of my elders, take care of our people, keep us safe, kind of stuff. So you might say that they're a long prayer. And the idea of the stomp dance is that people get together and they all have a shared common experience. There's an entheogenic plant that is beaten or pulverized and put into water that they drink. And I've got the name of it, but I'm not going to say what it is. It's not ayahuasca. It's something else. And there's a lot of secrets that they keep. They live the past, present, and future right now. And currently right now, they could give a damn about Trump. They could give a damn about 4th of July. I kind of agree, and I understand where they're coming from. They don't care about the Christian God so much, but they've been so inculcated with the Christian God that there's crosses in their houses, and they have Jesus, and something's going to help them out. That's what Christ did, right? No, not him. The Christian church did that. They were with Cortez. They planted the flag. They planted the cross on the ground, and they said, "We take this for the Pope. We take this for Isabel and Ferdinand." Right? And to hell with everybody else that's living here. In my anthropology classes back in the day, there was 100 million people claimed to be living from the tip of Tierra del Fuego to the top of the Arctic Circle. 100 million. It's a lot of people. Probably 50 million in America alone, or the United States. So that's why the Native American problem was, in 1888, kill the Indian and save the man. And they set up Oklahoma as an Indian state. The problem is that they backpedaled on that too. That's why this place is full of us. All right, so Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, all lives matter, okay? But the Native Americans' voices have been silenced, and this is the eve of July 4th, and I thought I'd make this and speak about it. And if I can just get this thing posted, I think I'll be able to do all right. Limited hangout. Only for so long. Then you got to go. Limited understanding of our world outside. And somebody like myself that's been studying this stuff for 25 years can speak volumes to them, but it doesn't matter, because all that matters is whether you wear a mask or whether you don't wear a mask. And that is, coupled with the idea of blankets and smallpox and the white man and his machinations, and they don't want to lose their land and any more that they have. How do they handle it in a negative way? Same way the rest of us do out here in this world. Drugs, alcohol. One of the things you don't want to do is tell someone that is an alcoholic to stop drinking, or that it's not good for them. You don't want to do that. Even the mention of it. I don't know. I don't have too much more to say about this. This video is getting a little long, so I'm going to let it go at that. The hurt runs deep in Native America. That's all I have to say about that. I'm going to move on and record some more voices as I go on. So, all right, y'all. YouTube, take care. I'm going into Missouri. Any YouTubers in Missouri, give me a message. I'd like to visit you and interview and find out what you're thinking. All right. 12 Soul out.